Hi everyone, I am Michelle Sanchez from Tolleson Public Library. I hope all is well. We are going to start off by double-clicking one of these icons to open up our internet browser and typing DigitalLearn.org in the search bar at the top of the screen. Once you have searched DigitalLearn.org in the search bar, it will take you to this web page. You have the option to learn in English or in Spanish. By using the mouse to scroll down the page, we will see our modules. Last week we learned how to operate Windows 10. A video on how to navigate a website was also previously posted, but today we can use those skills to learn step by step how to create an email using Google. By the end of today's lesson, you will know how to create an email, how to log into the email, and how to open or respond to messages. Alright, so we will get started by clicking the module that says Intro to Email. After you click on the module, it'll take you to this page. Today we will cover 6 activities in 14 minutes. Let's get started by clicking Start Course at the top right of the screen. Once the first activity loads, we can click Play to begin.
Hi, I'm Kate, and I'm here to get you started with email. We will follow along with Amy, who is setting up a Gmail account. Let's begin by talking about what email is and how it works. If you've never used email before, it's just like mailing someone a letter at the post office, except that the letter is mailed digitally through the internet and the person receives the letter instantly. You can include all kinds of things in an email in addition to a letter. You can include pictures, documents, videos, and other computer files. You can send an email to multiple people at the same time, and you can access your email on any device that has the internet, like your computer or your mobile phone. Best of all, sending an email is free. In order to receive emails, you will have to sign up for your own private email account, which is an electronic mailbox just for you. That account will have its own email address so that people will know where to send you an email. Like a real address, the email address has to be typed in correctly or the other person will not receive their mail. An email address will always have 2 main parts, which are connected by the @ symbol. The first part of the email address is the person's username. This is similar to the name you write on a regular address. The second part of the email address is the location, which is the name of the company providing the email address. It could be the name of an email provider, the organization the person works for, or a website that the person is associated with. To recap, an email address is made up of the person's username, the @ symbol, and the company providing their email address, just like a regular address is made up of who and where. Your email account is protected by a password of your choice, so that the only person who has access to your email is you. Think about your password as the key to your mailbox. This provides you with protection and privacy.
To learn how to sign up for an email, we will click the purple Continue button on this page.
If you don't have an email account, you can easily set one up for free. You can do that with a variety of email providers such as Gmail, Yahoo, or Outlook. You can sign up for an email by filling out a short online form. The form may be slightly different depending on the email provider you choose and when you sign up. However, the basic steps will be similar to what you see here. Let's follow along with Amy as she sets up a Gmail account. First, she will open her web browser and go to the address bar. In the address bar, Amy will type gmail.com and then press Enter to go to the Gmail website. Before setting up her account, Amy can click on the arrow to scroll down the page and learn more about how Gmail works. When Amy clicks on the link to create a new account, a form will appear. If you'd like, you can change the language displayed on the website using the drop-down menu at the bottom of the page. At the top of the form, Amy will begin by typing in her first and last name. Next, Amy will choose a username which will become a part of her email address. Amy needs to come up with a username that no one else has picked, so she will try to think of a combination of her first and last name and some numbers that she can remember. Here is a tip on usernames. Usernames become a part of your email address, so choose something that is appropriate to share with anyone you might give your email to. This includes potential employers if you are a job seeker. That is why Amy would want to choose something with her name over something like Red Hot Redhead. You want your email address to be professional. Keep in mind that usernames are unique to each account. It may be difficult to find a username that is not already taken. If the username you typed is not available, you will see some suggestions after you submit the form. You may have to be creative with your username and add numbers or other identifying factors to it. Next, Amy will have to choose a password for her account. Passwords are secret because they are like the lock to your mailbox. To keep your password secret, it will be masked with symbols as you type so that others watching can't see the characters. A password on Gmail must be at least 8 characters long. You can add capital letters, numbers, and symbols to make your password more secure. You should not use your name or any other common words that someone could easily guess. After setting up an account, it is important to remember your email address and password. You will need them later to access your account. It is a good idea to write them down and keep them in a safe place until you have them memorized. When entering her password, Amy is prompted to type it in one more time. This confirms that the password was typed correctly by making sure both entries are the same. If you want to see your password to make sure you typed it correctly, click this button to unmask the password. If you click here, be cautious of others around you who can see your screen. It is important to keep your password private. Amy clicks Next. Then she enters her mobile phone number. There is also an option to enter an alternate email address. The phone number and recovery email address will be used if she loses her password and needs help accessing her account. Amy then adds her date of birth, typing all 4 digits for the year. She will select her gender from the drop-down menu. Then she clicks on Next. Now Amy needs to verify her phone number. This shows that it is her phone number and she is a real person and not a robot automatically creating accounts. In most cases, you will need to have the phone with you when you complete this step. Amy clicks Send. Then she receives a text message from Google with a short code. She types the code in this box. To receive a phone call instead of a text, click the link to Call Instead. When you answer the phone, you will hear an automatic message reading the verification code. If you don't have a cell phone, you can try using a home phone and selecting the Call Instead option, or see if a friend or family member can help. Now Amy clicks on Verify to show that she has a working phone number. Finally, Amy reads Google's Terms of Service and Privacy Policy. This explains how Google can use your information while you use Google services. After she reads it, she clicks the button labeled I agree. Amy's email is now all set up, and she gets a welcome message from Google. Her new account can also be used for other Google apps if she chooses to use them later. She clicks on the button that says Go to Gmail and goes to her inbox for the first time.
Click the Continue button to learn how to log into your email.
Amy has been using Gmail for a little while now and is about to log in to check her email account. First, she clicks in the address bar and types gmail.com. Then she presses Enter on the keyboard to load the website. She clicks Sign In to get the Gmail login page. Now she will type her email address into the box. Then she clicks on Next. Now Amy types in her password. Once Amy has entered her username and password, she clicks on the button that says Next. And there you have it. Amy has logged into her email account. Now we can see a list of email messages in the middle of the screen. The left side allows you to switch between folders that organize your email messages, such as the inbox, sent mail, drafts, and deleted messages. You can look for specific messages using the search box at the top and access your account settings in the top right. We'll look at this in more detail over the next lessons.
Next, we will learn how to open and respond to a message.
The first thing that Amy sees when she opens her account is the inbox. The inbox is where all of her messages are received and where she will be able to manage all of her messages. Each email will list the name of the sender, the subject of the message, a preview of the message, and finally, the date the message was sent. The newest emails will always be at the top of the inbox. Amy sees that she has a new email from Sandy, her best friend. She clicks on the subject of the email message to open it and read Sandy's message. Amy is going to reply to Sandy's email. She can do this in 3 different ways: by clicking on the arrow on the right-hand side of the message, by clicking on the reply link in the box right below the message, or by clicking one of the suggested responses, which is a feature available in some email accounts and on some messages. Once Amy clicks Reply, she begins to type her message in the large box under the recipient's name. When Amy is done typing her message, she clicks the Send button and her reply is sent to Sandy. Once the reply is sent, a notification appears at the bottom of the screen, and the new email will appear below the first message from Sandy.
Activity 5 will show us how to send a message. Let's click Continue.
If you want to send a new email, you can do that by clicking the Compose button in the top left. A message box will appear. Amy needs to fill in who the message is to, describe the subject, and then type what she wants to say. In the To field, Amy types in the email address of her friend Nikki. If Amy wants to send this message to more than one person, she can type additional email addresses separated by commas. As she types each new address, Gmail will add them to the To field. Amy types in a subject to let people know what the message is about. Next, she types in the body of the message. Finally, Amy clicks the Send button to send the email. Once the message is sent, a notification appears at the bottom of the screen. Amy can open her Sent folder if she needs to find email messages that she has already sent. When Amy is finished using her email, she signs out by clicking her Account button in the top right corner. Then she clicks Sign Out. This safely exits her email account, so her messages will not be seen by the next person to use the computer.
This last activity includes an interactive quiz that will help you review and test your knowledge. I have also provided an activity sheet for extra practice in the comment area below this video. Feel free to comment any questions as well. Thank you for watching and have a beautiful week.